going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another MLB 21 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. In today's video, we're going to go over the #1 way you can be making stubs right now in Diamond Dynasty, and also the best cards to be flipping right now for profit. These are going to be basically the best two ways that you can be making stubs. One of them is a method that actually came out, I'd say a week or two ago, but this is what usually happens in any type of Ultimate Team mode or in Diamond Dynasty, is that a method comes out, right? Several people put videos out on it. Everybody does it, and then the method no longer becomes viable. But if you usually wait like a week or just a little bit of time, everybody kind of gives up on it because everybody was trying to do it, and they all get discouraged and say this method is ruined, it doesn't work. And then if you just wait a little while and go back to it, less people are doing it, and boom, there it is again. So that's what we're going to talk about first, the exchange method using silver to gold cards. This is how we can make guaranteed stubs, easy stubs. It's not incredibly time consuming. So let's go over it. If you go to the exchange player section within Diamond Dynasty, there is a silver to gold player set. And basically what it takes to get a gold card, I mean, there's many different combinations, but the best way to get to it is 576 overalls and 277 overall. So we have a bunch of cards in our possession here. We're basically going to look for 576 overall cards, and I've actually bought a bunch of them to prep for this video. I'm trying to find the ones that I actually bought. So here we go. We got 5 Andrew Bendentini cards. I definitely butchered his name. Maybe not, but we're going to go ahead and exchange those in. Now remember, collecting means you don't lose the cards. Exchanging means that you do. So we are basically trading silver cards to get a gold card. We put in our 576s. We'll take 2 Danny Duffys for the 277s, and there it is, 100%. Once we hit our start button, choose yes. This is going to give us a pack that guarantees us a gold card. I'll do it one more time here, and I'll show you how I got these cards and the best way to get them. We'll put in 5 Aaron Hicks cards. We'll page over to 77 overalls. We still have more Danny Duffys. We'll put 2 in there, exchange them out, and boom. So now if we go over to our inventory and go to packs, we have these guaranteed gold packs, okay? So how did we get to these? Well, we're going to go over to the marketplace first, and we bought these cards. If you have them in your possession, you certainly can, but I would recommend buying them. The first thing I'm going to do is go to my marketplace filter, and we're going to go minimum overall 76, if I can get to it here, and then maximum overall. I'm definitely taking the long route here. Oh well, we're going to go 76 as well. And what we are looking here is to put in an absurd amount of buy orders, and we're trying to buy 76 overalls, I would say, for 126 stubs. Now, because I'm putting out this video and some of you are going to watch it and do it, it might be a little bit more difficult. You can get them at 127, you can get them at 128. A couple stubs here or there is not going to be a deal breaker, but I did add up the math here for you, and basically if you buy, sorry, dropped a pen there, if you buy 576s at 126 stubs each, that's going to total 630 stubs. I'll tell you why I'm getting there when I get there, but let's go ahead and just put in some buy orders again. We'll do them at 127 just to save some time here. So basically, I would go through a bunch of different players and just put in tons and tons of orders. Don't get worried if people, like, you know, somebody's putting them in for 128 over me right now. Don't get too discouraged about that, because there's plenty of cards to go around. And the other thing is that there's so many people selling cards here that they sell very, very fast, and before you know it, you're going to have a ton in your possession. Again, just going to put in a ton of orders for 76 overalls at 125, 126, 127, even 128 stubs. Then we're going to go back to our marketplace, back to our filter, and we're going to go to 77s. And for 77 overalls, we're basically trying to buy those at about 179 stubs. So we take a look at Matthew Boyd here. He's at 178. I mean, look at all the buy orders in there right now, because there are still people doing this method. And there are a lot of people that will put in like 20, 30, 40, 50 buy orders on a card and then just walk away. What I like to do is put in a ton of buy orders, go play a BR game, go play a ranked seasons game, go play some conquests, come back to it, and a lot of the cards will be sold to you. Look how fast you can see the notifications in the upper right part of my screen. Look how fast they're being sold to me. Now, with 77s, there are obviously a little bit less options as far as the overall goes and the number of cards out there. So you may have to increase, like for here, I think some of these 179 buy options are probably mine. fine. But I'm going to increase and up it to 180 again. A couple stubs here and there at the end of the day is not a deal breaker. You can still do it. So if I take a look here and show you guys, here are all of my active orders that I have right now. Quite a few of them. And then here are all of my completed orders. And as you can see, people have been selling these to me, and this is just today. I stopped doing this method for a while, but I basically went and checked it, and as you can see, it's still working. So I have like 3 pages of orders almost within like a 10-minute span. So people are absolutely selling them. So if you buy the cards at those values, again, 576s at 126 stubs would be 630 stubs, and then 277s at 179 stubs each would be 358 stubs. If you had 358 for the 77s to 630 for the 76, that totals 988 stubs. Now, when this method first came out, it was much more profitable. The goal here is to try to get these exchange sets done for under 1,000 stubs, because now if you go to your packs and you open up these gold cards, a gold card quick sells for 1,000 subs. So I'm going to say this out loud, and I know you're probably going to laugh at me, but with the values that I've paid for these silver cards, this is an instant 12 stub profit. Now I know you're probably laughing, Pop, it's 12 stubs, but here's a great example. We pulled an 83 overall. This card is going to sell for more than 1,000 stubs. So anything above 1,000, it's instant profit. If you start to get into the range where you're pulling 83s and 84s, even some 82s out there, some of these cards go for 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 stubs. It just takes 1 or 2 of those to start really increasing your profit margin there. You're more than likely going to get a lot of 80s and 81s, and that's okay, because the frequency that these 83s pop up, I mean, look at this. I got 2 back-to-back 83s. Now, I will say, a little lucky there, I'm not going to lie. But if we go over to the White Sox and take a look at Carlos Rondon, who could be getting an upgrade very soon, he might go diamond. Boom, look at that. It cost me 1,000 stubs to build that pack. I can now sell this card for basically 4,200 after tax. Here, we'll go ahead and list it. After tax, we'll sell it for 4,250 subs. After tax, that's 3,825. That means it's a 2,000. I had to do the math in my head there. A 2,825 stub profit just off of that one card alone. Again, sometimes you're going to pull 80s and 81s that are not worth anything, but other times you're going to pull 82, 83, 84s that are worth something. Let's go check the Trent Grisham card that we pulled here. And he's not selling for as much, right? But still, 1,000, we'll go 1,325. We'll sell it. There we go, 192 stub profit. This stuff all adds up, I promise you. So the goal here is to buy a bunch of the cards, go play some games, come back, exchange those cards, buy a bunch of more cards, go play some games, exchange them out, get more gold packs. Soon enough, you're going to find yourself having 30, 40, 50 of these gold player packs. You open them all at once, go through, sell everything. You're guaranteed to make profit. When I did it, when the method first came out, I probably made, 75 to 80K stubs. I haven't done it in a while, but I just checked it again this morning, and obviously it's still working. So I'm going to go back and do it again. One piece of advice is we do have a roster update coming tomorrow. So around roster update time, you may want to cash out and just wait for the roster update to take place, because you could end up having some cards that lose their value if they get downgraded from gold to silver. So be careful around tomorrow afternoon, but as soon as that roster update is over, you can go and get right back to it. Now, we also talked about the #1 cards to flip in the game, and it by far right now is silver cards. We're going to go right back to the marketplace, go right back to filter, and basically, I know I'm taking the long way again here. What I like to do is we'll go minimum overall is going to be 75, and we'll put our max overall at 79. So this is basically searching for all of the silver cards in the game. And right now we're looking at the buy now section on our left versus the sell now section on our right. And we're looking for a 100 stub gap. And as you can see, Raciel Iglesias 336 for the sell now. The buy now is 678. This is a great card to be flipping right now. So basically, I would just put in a bunch of orders. We'll overcut, I don't know if that's the proper word, but we'll overcut the lowest offer in there. We'll put a bunch of offers in for 341. Look, somebody already sold one to me. Unless I already had that in my binder, I'm not sure. But we have one now. All right, there we go. Somebody sold it to me. So now I can sell it. Now look, there is one for 555. You can't see it. but I'm not going to sell mine for 555 because, as we can see here, they're going for the 700 stub range. So now I would just go back in, list for like 688, and boom, that's what we bought it at 340. At these prices, it's almost like a 250 stub profit, and it's just so easy. I mean, we'll go ahead and list another one at 688. Somebody has one listed right now to buy at 340, so we're just going to go ahead and buy that as well, and we'll relist it at 688. These cards, the frequency that they come and go into the marketplace in this game happens so fast. It's just absolutely money. Here's a Trevor Rosenhall. I always mess his name up, but we're looking for that 100 gap difference here, so we can buy a bunch of his cards at $299 basically. We'll undercut, or uppercut I should say. You guys get the point. We're putting our value here, our buy offer, as high as we are, as higher as the highest one that's out there. But a bunch of people are going to sell this card to me. Look, somebody already sold me one as I'm talking. Then we'll go back and we'll list it now for say 538, and after tax that's 440 or 484. So this is like a shortly under 200 stub profit. But again, it's happening so fast. So all you got to do is page through all of these silver cards. Look for the 100 stub difference or gap. Alcantara is there. Michael Pineda's there. The options are almost limitless here. I mean, here's a Eddie Rosario, 458 to 831. There's a lot of options out there. Charlie Blackmon, a really good card to flip. A lot of options out there to be flipping cards, and silver cards are absolutely the way to go. So if you want to make quick, easy, and fast stubs, make sure you follow the two methods that we talked about in this game, and they pretty much all concern or revolve around silver cards within the game. We bought a couple Blackmons at 452. We go back and sell him for say 747, and here we go, another 200 stub profit. And these are just selling to me like literally, just see how fast it's happening as I'm talking to you on this video. These cards are being sold to me, people are buying them off of me. It's just so easy, and it's just that simple. Hope this helps you guys out to make some stubs. Go grind these methods out. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.